What's up? Let's go. My boy's back
Let's
in
go.
town.
Woo!
Missed you, man. How was Thanksgiving?
Oh man, it was great. It was great. I didn't get the kids back till Friday, so we didn't. The Williams family we didn't get together until Friday. So Thursday was low key. Watch the Packers win, which is always a great time, and then just getting stuff done. And then Friday was. I was reminded, like life is. We were just talking, life is life, and like I was reminded,
Yeah.
like, hey man, like it's all good. You got a lot to be grateful for. So yeah, it was beautiful. How about yours?
Yeah, it was good. It was great. We got to just hang out, cook. I'm getting way better at cooking
Yeah.
Thanksgiving meals. So I was proud of
Okay.
myself.
All right.
Crazy turkey, baby. Crazy turkey. It was a lot of
Okay.
fun. And I'm blessed. My kid will just literally watch football all day. Like he does
Yeah.
not
Oh,
care.
that's beautiful.
But this is what my life is right now. Hold on, let me show you real quick, and we'll say hi to everybody. But this is my life.
Oh my God, I was gonna bring this up, bro. No. Oh no, this poor dude.
I guess that goes down as a miss. I don't know. He never touched the ball.
Does that count? Like, does that even count as some shit? Like that,
Dude, I've never seen that before in my life. Like,
bro. I was so
now,
mad.
have you ever seen that before in a football game?
No,
At
I
any
didn't even.
level?
No, absolutely not.
Oh
No.
my God.
Yeah,
What's up with kickers, man? Like I played
Charlie Brown in
Charlie
real life.
Brown. Yes, exactly, Megan. It's been a weird year with that maybe not that level, but like just kickers. Do they try anymore? Like what does our off season look like? You got maybe 3 to 5 solid dudes. That one guy, I forget what team he's on. He set the 70-yard NFL record, but it's like this vast drop off after that. Like dudes suck. Dude has one. Yeah, thank you, Joe.
Dude had one
job,
job.
bro. And he
One
kicks the
job.
ground, bro. Come on.
Oh, your mom, you set it off the other day. Like, that was an unbelievable comment on Sunday. You set it off. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It was amazing.
What'd your mom say? That sounds funny.
Slater, what up, yo? We were on Sevons the other day, and there was hold on. I'll have to show you the video.
Okay.
Heidi, what's up? What's going on, lady? Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Brianna, what's going on? Good to see you too. Miss you.
Heidi, I got
umbrellas.
I got a new head. I took off my other. I put one with hair on it now. I changed my
hair. Your mom came in the chat and we were talking about like girls with big eyelashes, and your mom was like, "Oh, so the umbrellas," and we lost it. And I was like, "Oh, it was good. It was all over. It was amazing."
Never heard of that one.
Yeah, me either. I hadn't either, but apparently that's like normal because I told my friend and he was like, "Yeah, that's what they were for." And I was like, "Okay, nope,
Wow.
didn't know that." So Thanksgiving was good, bro. I want to get into it. So I saw a podcast with Bonnie Blue in it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, everybody knows who Bonnie Blue is. Bonnie Blue is, yeah. I mean, okay.
She's a troubled young person.
Is she? I don't know how old she is. I do know that I watched the podcast. It was called Modern Wisdom. My wife saw it and she was like, "You have to watch this and tell me what you think." She's one of the biggest OnlyFans porn stars. She's the one that 1,000 dudes in 24 hours. She has the world record, whatever.
It's crazy.
And the main thing about the podcast that she was on was that nothing happened in her life, right? Like she had a great upbringing. Her parents were awesome. She it was literally just, she did it for money. She just wanted to make a better life for herself. Whatever kids she would have, she didn't want to work a 9 to 5. She wanted to have, healthcare, good healthcare. And she's UK chick, right? so she says that she's never had any trauma. Then within the podcast, she says that she had sex at 13. Like she lost her virginity at 13.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, no trauma?
Right. That's my oldest is 13.
Like, I don't. I don't. If you're a girl, if you're a boy, and you have sex at 13, like I think that's trauma.
That's definitely trauma. I don't care how you spin it. That's trauma.
Like even if it's a 13 and a 13-year-old, you don't know what you're doing.
No, not at all. There's 18-year-olds that don't know what they're doing. You know, like let alone 13 to have sex. Oh my, come on.
Yeah.
That's no.
So she says she's never had trauma. Okay, Vindicate. I get it. Disgusting. Okay, fine. I get it. She says she's never had trauma. She lost her virginity at 13, and now she's making what is it? The Barely Legal series, or she makes that, or that's her thing. Where
I saw that.
She sleeps with 18-year-olds, and I'm like, you're just perpetuating whatever happened to you.
Yeah.
That's immediately where my mind goes. And like she's on this podcast, she has ice cold veins. That's
scary. That's scary.
Yes. And when I saw that and she has no emotion whatsoever, I'm like, something happened to you.
Yeah.
I don't know what, but something did. I don't know if the person was your age. I don't know if the person wasn't your age. I don't know what, but something happened to you. And for you to say that there's no trauma and now you're not like recreating said trauma by just having a lot of sex with 18-year-olds is kind of.
That's fucked. That's there's a saying out there, and not to get all philosophical on you, but pain that's not transformed is often transferred. So I don't know if she's intentionally trying to cause pain to others, to 18-year-old dudes. You could argue quite the opposite if you're an 18-year-old boy and this 20, I think I just looked up, she's 26-year-old girl wants to have sex with you. But like I agree, she clearly had some trauma. She has not healed from it, and she's kind of just transferring that and like living that over and over. How else do you describe wanting to have sex with 18-year-old men?
That's
how else do you describe that? Like,
and
I just am attracted to young people. Like, nah, dude.
The other part of her podcast is literally, she says, teach young kids about sex. Nah, bro. No.
How young? What is
she just says young
cutoff age?
I'm assuming that no, there's no follow-up questions. Whoever's doing the podcast, like there's no follow-up questions on that. They want to talk about how porn is bad and whatever, and like, yeah, I get that. Like porn is not helping. At least in my opinion, it's not helping.
Right.
But she just, I don't know, bro. Something happened to her. It's very clear something happened to her. And
you think it'll come out? You think she'll be one of those 10 years down the road where, she's on something or a documentary or something, and she's like, bleh, word vomits everything that happened to her?
I don't even think she realizes something happened to her at 13. I think whatever happened to her at 13, she thinks is normal. And it's not. It wasn't.
No. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's a crazy situation. And what's scary for me is my oldest daughter is 13, and she is, luckily, she tells me, and I'm pretty involved. She's not really that interested in boys, little crushes here and there, but like she's developing and she's growing, in the girl areas and everything. And in my mind, to even fathom that she would be sexually active, like, no, like that's crazy. That's how not normal it is, to your point.
Well, So in that case, like, does that scare you? Like, she's like developing now. She's 13, right? Like, everything is developing. She could get her period soon, or if she
Mhm.
hasn't already.
Yeah, she just did. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, everything is going to start, like, all of her hormones are going to start to fire. And between the ages of 13 and 16, she's going
Yeah.
to like change a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
As a
It's
dad, does that,
scary. Yeah. I don't want to say scary, but it heightens my my already probably over heightened instinct to protect, to guide, to keep her away from as much as I can without
yeah,
being the
I get it.
helicopter parent and stuff. But just like it heightens my like I need to make sure that she's on the right track and hanging with the right kids. And I chaperoned a field trip of hers a month ago to the museum, and she was like, of all the kids there, man, seventh graders are crazy these days. We were crazy, but like we knew when to stop. These kids don't know when to stop. Like it's just
We
like
like held hands and went to the movie theaters and maybe kissed, and then there might have
right,
been
right.
that weird group
Yeah,
that was doing other things, but it wasn't the majority.
yeah. And I was just like, whoa, I'm like, get me out of here. But like observing her in her element, she was cool. Obviously, I was there, so she's probably, I don't know, holding back a little bit, but she was very good, very chill. Matter of fact, her parent teacher conferences, all three of my kids, hey, if we can clone your kid and have them have a bunch of your kids in the class, we would. They're so well behaved, they're so good. And I'm not saying I'm entirely to attribute that to, but like I'm already on high alert that we live in a crazy time, and that parents hold the power to, guide the
Yeah.
kids in the right direction. Eventually, they'll do what they want to do, but like at least I can look back and be like, "Hey, I tried." You know what I'm saying? Like I did all I could.
It was so hard for me to watch the podcast. I watched it because like, you see the first 15 to 20 minutes of the podcast, and she is like, she comes across, and I don't want to say this in a bad way, but I'm gonna say it anyway. She comes across like the Hiller of the porn world, right? Like, she doesn't care about trolling anybody. She says she's doing it for clicks and views. She says that, like, it's for her, it's like she's very, very, very honest. But
Mhm.
when you see her face and there's no feeling, like there's nothing there. At least with Hiller, like, you can see where he cares.
Yeah, right,
You
right.
can't see where she cares.
That's scary.
And it's like, oh, like, girl, something happened. Colleen,
Yeah.
is it hard to believe that nothing happened to her? Because she says it. She does say, like, my life was
Nothing.
great. As she says, and we are just projecting because of our own trauma, and most people that end up in the sex world come from trauma. I
There's
I
truth there.
I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
I heard her, like, I heard Colleen when she said it to me the first time, but as I watched it and she said that she had sex when she was 13, there's trauma. I don't see any place where there's like having sex at 13 as a young girl.
Yeah, and that's that's for Colleen. That's like what I'm. My daughter is 13, and there are a lot of 13-year-old behaviors. You know what I'm saying? Like defiance at times, or just maybe overreacting, whatever, the typical stuff. But like my mind right now can't even fathom her being like, hey, I was sexually active or whatever. I like my brain, I'd be like, wait, what? Like, you even know what that is? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where my brain is at. So like just thinking of a 13-year-old girl, that's too, I'm sorry, that's too much. That's too young, too much.
Yeah, Sean, that's my feeling too. You just become hypersexualized when exposed to all of that so young. Yeah.
Yeah. That and what I was going to add on to it is, I've talked about it before when we were 2007 or however old we were, Facebook became available to everybody, not just college students. And then Instagram came, and then TikTok and all the other things came. And they hold tremendous value for connection and things like that. But man, you see the people that are maybe over social media, there is a disconnect. You know what I'm saying? Like, you talk to them, and it ain't like connecting with people that aren't. You know what I'm saying? There's that human element that Bonnie seems to be a perfect example. I think that over sexualization too early, and now, hey, I get all this attention from YouTube, from Instagram, from whatever, and you lose humanity, man. You turn into a bot. You're not a human anymore, which I think is pretty evident in the podcast you're talking about.
Well, my thing is like, okay, and we've talked about this before. When you're 13 and there's, you know, a junior or senior in high school that like takes a liking to you or whatever, that would be wrong.
Yeah.
Like, for that junior or senior in high school, that would be absolutely wrong to do that. But as a 13-year-old, you don't think it's wrong because they're in school and you're in school.
Yeah.
So you don't know that it's wrong because you guys are both in school. Maybe you know what I mean? Like, you
might even like it because, oh, that older boy likes me. And,
yeah, right.
Yeah.
And so you don't know it's wrong, but later on, who said it in here? Megan, you figure it out later. You realize that shit was wrong. Like, at 13, you should not have been dating a junior or senior in high school.
Right.
And at 14 or 15, you shouldn't have been dating someone that was just out of high school. Like, that shit's wrong. So for me, when Bonnie was like, yo, I lost my virginity at 13, did anybody ask her, like, whether it was consensual or not consensual? It still could have been not.
Did they ask her? Did they even dig deep into it?
There was no. Yeah, no.
Jeez. I mean, I get that's hard, you know, like maybe that's not that style of podcast. You know, not every podcast is like Savan, where you think you're going to get past that, like, without talking more about it. You probably, you know, if Bonnie or anybody comes on, says, yeah, I lost my virginity at 13, you better believe the next 20 to 30 minutes, he's going to grill you and not grill you, but like get you to talk about it. So that's unfortunate. But like you answered before, I think in the next 20 years, maybe not even that, 10 years, we'll get a tell all from her. Where
the only thing that
we'll find out some other shit.
After listening to that podcast, the thing that worries me the most, is, and like, I don't care if she wants to be a sex worker and she wants to do OnlyFans and she wants to, her answers are honest as shit. That I will give her completely. She is honest. She doesn't care. She'll say it. She'll, like, I give her that completely.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I think she doesn't understand how wrong it is to be doing 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds and barely legal and saying all that shit because it happened to her. Yeah. And so I think she doesn't see that anything wrong with her content that she's putting out.
Yeah,
I'm not judging her.
Right. No judgment. But
you want to set a world record for some shit, but like to have
jeez.
I don't know. I think
I highly doubt too that, and this is really unfortunate. You see this a lot. We all do it, you know, some more, but like she probably doesn't have any. I don't want to say any, but she probably doesn't have many in her corner in her life that she surrounds herself that are like, hey, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, you probably want to rethink that. You know what I'm saying? Like, usually when we get down a path that we know we're not supposed to be on, we are not trying to hear it from anybody with any kind of common sense. You know, we're like, no, get away. Let me surround myself with yes people and people that are going to encourage me to still be dumb, you know? So I doubt she's got anyone in her life that's that she's allowing to tell her stuff like that.
Brianna, what's up? I feel like she would have stated if she was already talking about trauma. Yeah.
Like,
she
would have talked about it already?
I don't know. For me to talk about mine, I needed someone to ask me. Mm-hmm. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wasn't just going to volunteer it.
I think that's pretty common, what you just said. Like, most people aren't just like, hey, let me tell you about it.
Yeah. like,
some shit.
if you asked me a direct question, I would answer it. But other than that, like, I wasn't. I think if someone had given her a follow-up question about the fact that she lost her virginity at 13, she probably would have answered it because she seems like that type of chick. But nobody asked her, and so she didn't have to answer it. But I think if someone asked her, it was probably trauma. Like, and that's just my opinion. I'm not. It was an awesome interview. Like, if you have the chance to go watch it, I would go watch it. I've never heard anybody talk about. Oh, there goes Jeremy.
I'm still here. I was frozen. It looked like I was staring at my wiener for a minute, but I wasn't. I swear. I'm still here though. Hold on.
I think she would probably answer it. She seems like that kind of chick, and also she, as far as I'm concerned, when podcasters have people on that are sex workers, she to me was the most honest person that I had ever watched on a podcast. So
hats off for being that honest.
She was like ice in her veins. It was amazing. It was a good podcast. For fuck's sake, Jeremy.
I'm coming back. Shut up, Joseph. I just went while you were talking. I went on to AT&T and paid the bill. Sorry, I forgot.
What in regards to the sex?
I think, yeah, Bria's. I think she's saying that Bonnie would have
said that it wasn't consensual.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I'm saying that at 13, whether sex at 13 can't be consensual.
Right.
Like, it can't be. It doesn't matter.
No.
So whether she consented or not, you can't consent at 13, just like you can't consent to a tattoo, just like you can't consent to any weird shit. Like, you can't. So
nope.
All right.
You want to keep talking about kids for like a quick second? Little segue.
Yeah, go ahead.
Move on.
Go for it.
This is super quick. Just because we're talking about kids. How young? You watch Stranger Things, right?
No, I've said this.
No,
I couldn't get into that. I watched like the first 3 episodes of the first season, and I could not.
You got to keep going, dude. You got to, especially the 80 for
bro. That's 80s, what
baby,
every
the 80s
dude
nostalgia,
has ever told me ever. You got to keep going, and you'll just like. I won't. I won't. I guarantee you, I won't.
Oh man! Wait, are we talking about the show or? Pause. Oh no, for real though. Like, okay, so you at least watch some of it, right? You watched 3 episodes.
Yeah.
How young is too young to let your? I got an 11-year-old son. Like, how young is too young to allow him to watch it with me? Based on what you saw.
I think you can let him watch Stranger Things. How old is your youngest son?
My son is 11. Very mature 11. He's a mature 11.
He can watch that. I've let my kid watch some shit that my wife probably wouldn't have. Like, he watched Jurassic Park with me. He watched a couple, and these are scary for him just in general. It has
yeah.
But like he's watched some ridiculous shit with me that he probably shouldn't have watched, but I let him do it anyway because that's what you're supposed to do. Your kid's supposed to be scared to death. So
yeah. Especially where you just got to kind of get it out. Get it out.
Get ready. Here it comes. The big reveal is about to happen.
Oh God!
Someone wants to make a statement.
Big reveal. Someone. Oh no! I'm terrified right now.
Joseph, what's up? What if it was another 13 or 14-year-old? 13 or 14 is too young, bro. Like, yeah.
It just is what it is. They're too young. It just is what it is.
Hold on.
What'd you do?
Nope. Well. I knew it. I knew when I thought about the subject matter for this podcast that this shit was going to happen. So here we go.
Oh, what happened? Who's here?
What is it?
Did Sean you get that?
Let's get
Sean. You get that guy from Australia or what?
No. For a lot of girls, it turns into a form of acceptance.
Oh, hello.
What's
It's
going
good to
on?
see you and
I
talk
can't hear
to
shit.
you.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, hold on. You got it?
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
We can hear
Yeah.
you.
All right,
Hi
let's-
guys.
Dang,
What's
you snuck
going
in like a
on?
ninja.
You got in trouble.
Well, this part of the conversation, and I promise I won't be here for the whole time because I know you guys want to talk about other things. But the one thing that I wouldn't be able to articulate in the comments is this idea of being mature. And that was something that she said on the podcast too. She was like, I was a very mature 13-year-old. I was a very mature
Yeah, she did say that,
14-year-old
yeah.
and whatever. And I think that causes a lot of confusion between, is maturity based on age or is it based on how you carry yourself or how you speak or whatever? Because if you use the argument of someone is mature for their age, can you use the argument that they're too young to do something? Because I was mature for my age, but when my grooming started to happen, I was 13. I was a baby. We have an 8-year-old son. In a couple years, he's going to be 13. He is a baby. You know what I'm saying? So like when you guys say this idea of like mature for our age, I think that's a bigger conversation because are we going based on, again, how we carry ourselves? Because if you look at the 13-year-olds now, they don't look 13. 10-year-olds don't look like 10-year-olds. Because of the way that they dress and the accessibility that they have to the internet and the way that they talk to each other and talk to parents and whatever, they're still 10. They're still 13. You know what I mean? So do we separate the two? And if we separate the two, then I think we're getting into that muddy water of like, what is consent? When is consent? Is maturity part of consent? Is age part of consent? I think it just muddles the water.
And how do we define mature? Like, how do we, what is mature enough at 13?
There is no mature enough.
Grade? That's what I mean. Like, are there?
You just said, well, you said that your son is mature for 11. So in your definition, what does mature at 11 mean?
Yeah, able to handle. Yeah, that's a good question. For me, I like able to handle certain things, responsibilities. Hey, I think you're old enough. You can go start my car. I think you're mature enough. You can have this pocket knife. Let me show you how to use that. These are things that are happening right now.
That's mature enough for kid shit, though.
Right.
Like, that's kid shit maturity.
Right,
like your kid watching Stranger Things, like that's mature enough for kid shit. Like I watched what's the crazy scary movie where the chick got sucked into the television, Poltergeist, or like
sure.
You know, some,
Ring.
or
Ring,
some
that movie.
some dumbass shit like that. Like that's mature.
But is that maturity or is that responsibility? Because he used maturity and responsibility within the same explanation. So is it maturity or is it teaching responsibility? And are you mature? Like, when are you mature? When do you become mature? Is it when you are able to be responsible enough to reach maturity, or are we just using maturity as the defining factor?
It's tough. I think there are, and I'm going to speak for myself. I think there are, when I was 20, I still wasn't mature enough. You could argue I wasn't mature enough for sex at 20 because I was just, I didn't care. I was just doing whatever I wanted to do, and I just wanted to get it in and have fun. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't a mature mindset. So if at 20, for myself, my own personal experience, I wasn't mature enough for that. I just can't think any 13-year-old on this earth is mature enough for it.
Because even my son, like, and I know a lot of guys, and everybody in the comments can correct me if I'm wrong, but I know a lot of guys will say like, oh, if your boys have sex at 14, 15, yo, that's not okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I still think that's not okay for my kid.
You cannot come in.
My youngest is yelling at me about something. You cannot come in our room. Don't worry, I wasn't going to. Anyways, sorry about that.
But as much as boys will shake it off, because that's what boys do, is they just shake it off and they're like, oh no, it's cool. We had sex when we were 14. We had sex when we were like, nah, dude, you're also not emotionally like you're not mature enough for that shit. You're gonna like go off the deep end and do all these weird shit. Now you're just looking for sex all the time. Like it's not. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
so
don't
Colleen, do you think 13 is mature enough for sex? Is that your argument, or are you just playing devil's advocate?
No, I don't think it is. But I think that that's the bigger conversation is we're using the word maturity or mature for their age. And we hear this a lot in discussion of, you know, am I echoing to myself? Am I
No,
echoing to
it's
you?
Jeremy. Do you have your computer mic on? If you do, hit the mute button on your computer.
I don't know how to do that.
There should just be a what?
I think you just started echoing when I came in to the.
Are we echoing to you guys in the chat?
Yeah, let me know. Jeremy, am I echoing to you? Because if I'm echoing to myself, it's fine.
It's echoey-ish, but it's not like bad.
Okay.
For me, no,
I'm just more, it's just annoying more to me than anything. But that's the argument, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just Colleen. Hey, hit mute on your computer? Try that.
Nope, I'm from the road the whole time. How about now?
Oh, it's been echoing since before, Colleen.
How about now?
Yeah, I think we're good now.
Is that better, guys? Nope, I'm still echoing.
There's a little bit.
If you need to turn down my mic a little bit, babe, like you
It's
did.
not. Our mics are fine.
Oh, it's gone now?
Is it? Are we good?
Yeah, it's gone now. Because Jeremy muted himself. It is
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Yeah, it is Jeremy. Jeremy muted
I'm
himself.
echoing?
Yeah, whatever.
You're making us.
You have something open. You either have like a.
It's okay. I will finish my thought and then I will let you guys have your
No, go
podcast.
ahead. You're fine.
It's the argument of whether or not somebody is mature enough. You know, a lot of times we as teenagers are like, I'm mature enough to do this. Especially now you hear kids saying, I'm mature enough to do this. I'm mature enough to do this. I can do this. I can wear this. I can talk this way. I can do whatever I want. But then turn around the very next day and say, I'm only such and such of age. I can't do this. I'm not allowed to do this. I'm not allowed to do that. So do I think at 13 you should be having sex? No, not at all. I don't think you should be exposed to sex at 13. However, I think there's a bigger conversation about what it is and consent and those type of conversations, because sadly our children are being exposed to it, whether it might not be coming from us. So say, you know, we don't have the sex conversation with Garrett or want to have the sex conversation with Garrett until he's older. Other kids are going to be talking about sex. Other kids are going to be experiencing or experimenting with sex. So do we need to have these conversations earlier than we want to? Yes. And I believe that in my case, if I had any sort of conversation about what sex is and what it means and the consequences it could have, and, you know, that my body's important, my body's my own, you know what I'm saying? If I had that conversation, I believe that my choices could have been different. I don't blame myself for what it was. I knew what I knew and I knew nothing. I knew nothing about sex, about my body, about anything at that age. So no, I don't believe that. But that's where it gets very muddy between this idea of mature for your age and being able to get away with things and being able to say things like, well, so-and-so is mature for their age. So that's why someone thought that they were 15 when they were only 13. Someone looks mature for their age. They thought they were 17 or 18 when they're only 14. You know what I mean? So like, are we pushing this maturity and what that looks like to set our kids up way too fast?
Yes.
Sorry. Hold on. Let me turn you
up.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Yes. I think just in general, Colleen, like in general, we are trying, and I'll make this point. I'm not against like cell phones for certain types of cell phones at a certain age so that we can communicate, and because the world's a little bit different. I think all of us were probably dialing 1-800-collect back in our day to get picked up from basketball practice or whatever, but like
Dial up. Dial up.
right.
You just got to the Wi-Fi era.
Exactly.
You just joined us in Wi-Fi.
40 years old, but like I'm experiencing, firsthand with my oldest getting a cell phone, just like an unlimited iPhone. Anything goes. You can search and whatever. I'm experiencing it's like we're fast forwarding youth. We used to just enjoy it. Now it's like I need to be an adult or do adult things, and it's frustrating because I think, to your point, the sex conversation or the body conversation or things like that, maybe that does need to happen a little sooner, just because I'd rather I'd rather be the one in my kid's life to have that conversation rather than them finding out from someone else or even something worse happening. So maybe that does need to happen, but I also don't think that correlates into them growing up too fast. They're just getting some knowledge a little bit faster than we would prefer because of the state of the world right now. But I think we do as parents, we do other things in an attempt to be liked by our kids that make them grow up faster. And it's really sad to see. I see it all the time, and my ex likes to do it a lot. And I don't get it. Like, I want them to be kids as long as possible, man. They're going to hit 18 quick, and then they can do whatever they want. But like, let's slow it down. Like, it doesn't need to be so fast.
But I think setting up, sorry, but
go ahead.
But I think setting them up is different than pushing them too far. And I think that is the balance as parents right now, that because this time is so different than when we were kids. You know what I mean? We didn't have the internet. We literally had the people that we saw every single day, whether you were in sports, at school, after school, daycare, babysitting, whatever your circle of people were the only circle of people that you worried about. Now you have the entire world. You have access to the entire internet of what is going on. So as parents now, we need to find that balance between setting them up and not pushing them too fast and too far.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the dance that we're playing right now, because some parents, I mean, don't you just turn 21?
Joseph's stuck it up to you? Wow, Joseph. He's afraid of you.
Nobody's afraid of me. Just you.
Just
you,
Jeremy.
Just you, Jeremy. But it's just different now. And that's the dance that we're playing, I think. But that was just more of my question of like this maturity thing. And is maturity more of how you can handle situations? Because if we're trying to tell 13-year-olds that they're mature for their age, and then they're experiencing things that they experience, whether for her, and it's her truth, and it's her story, and it's her experience. And if she's saying that,
man, I disagree with you completely. I absolutely disagree with you completely. There's no 13-year-old on the planet that's mature enough to have sex and handle it emotionally.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like there's and
that's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying what I'm saying is that if she's saying that there was no abuse, that she had consensual sex at 13, if she's telling herself that she was mature for her age, what she's saying is that she's mature enough to handle how she had sex for the first time. Yeah, I wasn't, you know what I mean? Like,
but also I don't think that if she thinks she was mature enough to understand it, I think that she needs something to hold on to make it not be a trauma.
Sure.
Right. Like it's just her way of telling herself like, hey, this shit didn't really happen to me. Whatever happened to me at 13 wasn't that bad.
Instead of letting the dam break and rebuilding and healing, it's like, let's keep it up as long as possible. It's cracking all over it, but let's keep it up as long as possible and kind of justify whatever I did or whatever happened to me.
Whatever happened.
Something that's normal.
Right.
It's just not.
No,
your mom. Yeah, I think that's exactly when she says that shit. I think that's exactly what she's doing. She needs to justify it so it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's what you want to do. You want to say, hey, that was my boyfriend. Hey, that was my first love. At 13, you don't fucking know. That's not your first love. Like, that wasn't your, like,
you don't remember how heartbreaking first love was?
Yeah, like that wasn't shit.
Love is so
13-year-old,
stupid,
like
man.
13-year-olds have crushes on kids like on television.
Monday it's this one, and Tuesday it's that one, and Wednesday it's back to this one. And
you wanted something to make that not feel like what it felt like when it happened.
Yeah.
And so you told yourself a story. That's the story she's telling herself. And that's why for her, it's okay to just randomly sleep with whatever random 18-year-old comes up to her and thinks that's okay.
Right.
That's not fucking okay.
Right. It's not okay.
Are you still going to do that when you're 36?
Exactly. What are you going to do then? That's what I was going to ask next is like, where does it stop? Where do you draw the line? All right. Now I'm 30 and are you still doing this barely legal thing? Are you still running away from your trauma? Or are you guys finally fucking hit? And I appreciate her ability to be honest and straightforward, but behind that wall, you gotta believe that there is a lot of hurt, and she's just pretty damn good at hiding it.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
No, I agree with you completely.
No, it's not.
Most of us are very good at hiding it.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Oh my God.
I mean, as much as it's said in CrossFit, she wasn't mature enough for the developmental future from that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. And it stunted her. Like whatever happened to her stunted her to the point where like now she can't, like, it was just, I was mature for my age at 13.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, but as much as like, it's always said that men are very good at compartmentalization, and you guys are, there are some things that you dudes can see or have happened to you or whatever that you can push down and move away from, that I just don't understand how y'all do it and still be strong and still take care of a household. I can do it a little bit, but not like that. But when it comes to shit like this, when it comes to sexual assault or like some weird sexual trauma for women, like there's a weird way that we can compartmentalize that shit and we just do it. And it's like nothing ever happened to us. We just pretend like it never happened. I don't know why that's the one that we can do. I have no idea why it is. I'm still trying to figure it out, but it's the one that we can do.
There's no figuring out women. Are you kidding me? What are you talking?
I know. I can't figure out my fucking self.
Yes, a small bowl.
No, go.
A small bowl.
I'm still trying to figure out my fucking self.
After. Love you.
So
I'm almost done. I'm gonna be done in like 5 minutes, and then mommy's gonna have
and now Landman. Yeah, that's fair.
Well, we also tell ourselves that it doesn't affect us later. So whatever process you go through after a trauma happens, until you actually acknowledge that something happened, you tell yourself that it was what it was and it wasn't a thing. You know, so when my dam broke and I really got into the weeds of what I had experienced, it took me forever to realize that I went through grooming and I was groomed. I was 13 and this person was graduated from school. And I didn't realize what that was because I was mature for my age.
Right.
I wasn't doing anything wrong, but it was so wrong as to what happened, you know? So you tell yourself that nothing happened because you can't wrap your head around the fact that this is wrong, because to whatever degree you experience this, you have to process those degrees of that experience. So sneaking around and whatever, I wasn't doing anything, but then it got to the next step, and then it got to the next step, and then it got to the next step. And like you're barely able to process the sneaking around first.
Yeah.
Once things start to come to light, and it's like,
you're like, oh shit, I just got to get out of my house without my parents knowing.
Right. And
like,
I was just,
that's amazing.
Him picking me up and
Yeah,
taking me
right.
out when nobody knew. I was like, oh, I'm just hanging out. We're just hanging. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like there's so many layers of process that goes through this kind of stuff. But once you open up the floodgates and you actually start to realize what you went through, and then realizing that it literally is a part of every single part of my day, you know, and for a long time leading with that, not realizing that I was leading with that, just knowing that I was broken and I was always feeling insecure and I was feeling all this shit and whatever. And it was like, where is it coming from? I would tell myself it's coming from the moment right here, but it wasn't. It was everything I went through before this. So if you're unwilling to literally look at yourself in the mirror and face what you experienced as an adult, that, I mean, you can wear that costume and that disguise for life if you want to, and not being able to realize that it plays a part in every single part of your relationship. Myself, my relationship, my marriage, being a parent, the relationships I have with friends and family and whatever, it plays a part in all of that. And then once I was able to start working through that, then I was like, oh, process that, deal with that, still dealing with it. And you're able to.
Gender's flipped. Is it okay? No. Nope.
I don't think so.
It's not, I don't think it's okay for boys. It's okay for
so.
any kid that's 13, 11, 15, whatever it is. No. Not okay.
And Colleen, to your point, you just hit on the head and reminded me there was this talk show host in the Milwaukee area that got pretty popular. He was on for like 40 years. Mark Belling is his name. And he filled in for Rush Limbaugh from time to time. And he was a riot to listen to because he was super like condescending, like how we talk to people, but like it was funny as hell. Anyways, he said this one time, I was young when I listened to this, and he said this quote that stuck with me to this day. He said that rationalization is the second strongest human drive behind procreation. For the most part, generally speaking, we will rationalize anything, whether it's a habit, something we did, cut someone off in traffic, whatever. We will rationalize anything to death because it's so much easier to live in that reality where you can rationalize away your poor decisions. You can rationalize away why something happened to you. I was mature enough, whatever, rather than, damn, that was wrong. And maybe I need to heal from that. Maybe I need to make better choices. Maybe I shouldn't eat McDonald's 3 times a week. I rationalize it because I'm so busy, man. I don't have time. It's just on the way home. No, dude, like we have to, as a country, get away from this rationalizing all of our dumb shit just because it's the easy route. Take the harder route. And
that's what I was going to say.
Acknowledge whatever it is that happened to you, as hard as it can be. And in this dad's group, speaking of like sexual trauma, obviously I won't say the dude's name, but this guy is now in his 40s, and he got kidnapped at 4 years old by his birth father. So mom left. Birth father was all effed up, got kidnapped by his birth father and some of his buddies. And what happened for like the next week until he was rescued was sexual trauma to a 4 or 5 year old kid, little boy, from his own father. And it took crazy amounts of therapy for him to like heal and like get to a place, even in his 40s with his own kids, where like just talking about it, he can actually do that now. And he chose the road of healing and like acknowledging, hey, some shit happened and I got to get better. Maybe that's not a good example because there's no really rationalizing that. But like, humans, we want to rationalize instead of face it, dude, and heal from it,
We tell ourselves that it's easier to stay in the chaos and in the shit than it is to do the healing. And is breaking down the walls that we have created because of whatever happened. Most of us, in this context of trauma, like for survival. So we're going.
Yeah, you absolutely have to mentally survive whatever you went through. Like
Jeremy's
story, like that kid, I wouldn't be surprised if he forgot everything that happened to him just to survive it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we create these barriers for survival. And so when you're living in those, they become normalized for you. So what we tell ourselves is it's easier to stay in the normalization that we have created for the survival that we had to find in those moments than doing the work now, which is the hard work now, not realizing that when everything happened, the hard work that we did at that moment was creating these walls and all of this shit that we went through. But usually, how does that happen? Subconsciously. We're not aware as what we're doing. The difference with healing now, when you look at yourself in the mirror and you're trying to break down all these walls of survival that you have created, is that you are completely aware as to whatever happened. And you are completely aware of the breaking down of the walls and what that means and what that's tied to and how deep the wound is and how much you didn't realize and how much you wear it in your body and how much it shows up here in your addictions or your relationships or your frustrations or your jealousy or all of these things in your job, in your all the decisions that you make. And then you realize and you're like, wow, this is really difficult, because when the trauma happens, the subconscious comes in. At least this is how I think. I mean, I'm not a psychologist or anything like that, but I think that we subconsciously.
She's a wife.
I'm a wife and a mom, and have done a lot of fucking work.
Close enough.
A lot of fucking work. Our body immediately gets into survival mode while the trauma is happening, and then after the trauma happens too. It took me because I had 2 separate experiences of sexual trauma. Neither one of them could I say the words as to what happened to me. Somebody else had to say the words to me. And then I was like, no.
Right. Whoa.
And it was absolutely, but I couldn't, because my walls of protection and survival were so, I'm going to say thick. There you go. Clip that. We're so thick that it took people to start punching through the walls and cracking the walls for me to even just acknowledge what that was. And when you create that, it takes a very long time to break it down. And I just think now as adults, we are aware of all of the breakdowns that we have to go through. That's why it's much harder for us. And on that note, I love you all. I'm going to go. You guys have fun. Goodbye.
So good to see you, Colleen.
You too. Bye.
She just runs through a wall, makes you feel shit, and then leaves. That's just
right. All these emotions I have now. What am I supposed to do with these?
No, I have no emotions. It's fine.
I love you.
I love you too.
I love her.
Yeah, she just. I knew when I brought that shit up, she was gonna want to say some shit. I was like, "You're gonna want to come on." She's like, "No, I won't." Like, what's up, 5 a.m. Squat Club? How you doing, dude? D Reed, what's up?
You don't know me.
Yeah, okay. I don't know you.
She's extra sassy today.
Yeah, she is. CrossFit, what's up? That's why when people do the why is she coming out now? It's so gross. Yeah. It is. And again, it's another thing where the Me Too shit ruined it for people that actually went through it. Like for the women that actually went through it. The Me Too movement absolutely killed it. It's the same reason why like now calling someone racist doesn't mean anything, because everyone's called everybody racist, and it's like, fine, fuck it, I'm racist or homophobic or any of that shit.
Yeah.
Like nobody cares anymore because you've used it so much that no one gives a shit.
We're fatigued by it, man. It's just like, all right, cool. I guess that's what I am.
Yeah, I know, right? What do you want?
Kenneth was talking about my chest, man, dude. I got a chest. What are you talking about? Look at that. Okay, I'll stop. That was weird.
He said something about his finger too. I was gonna leave that one alone until I figured out what he meant by it. What's up, Jet?
Kenneth has been in a what up, dog? Kenneth has been in a mood lately. What's going on, man? Katie,
sometimes
my son calls me.
I know. I was gonna ask. I was like, are you? I don't. Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you. I really wanted to ask you. I've talked to a couple people, probably like, well, not a couple, probably like 6, 7 of my friends at this point.
Did you just say 6, 7?
Oh shit, 6, 7.
Garrett.
Maybe Okay,
You
I've
didn't
been
even
I've been on
realize.
Instagram a lot, so that's
That
probably
was
fire.
so good.
My bad.
Dude. Wow.
89, 5, 6,
There you
7,
go.
something 809, 3809, some shit
I
like that.
prefer 69, but you know,
Oh yeah, there you go. 89. There you go. All right, cool. The world was easier when you could call things gay or retarded. Yeah, that's fair. Trans in the military. I have very mixed reactions to trans in the military. And I know it's a big conversation, and I want to talk to Joe Ellis again. I hope that I will get to talk to Joe Ellis again. But
look at this love story, by the way, in the chat there.
8,
Look at
6,
that.
7,
Look
5,
at
8,
Megan
yeah.
and Joe did it like right out. That's love.
I know.
Those two are in love, man. I love it.
They are best friends, dude. Best friends.
Yeah,
That's
best
it.
friends. Yeah.
I've
She
seen
friend zoned
them. I've seen them live. They're best friends.
I love it. Anyways, you were talking to Joe Ellis about the trans thing.
No, I wasn't talking to Joe. I hope I get to talk to her again.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
I talked to 8 or 9 of my friends about this, and I've had mixed reactions, right? So a couple people have been like, no, I don't think trans should be in the military. Some are like, yeah, I don't even know. I don't care. Like, I don't, as long as they can do their job, I don't give a shit, like whatever. And so I'm just, the part about it that I'm curious about is the fact that during the Biden administration, they were allowed to be trans. That's the part that's hard for me. Either you, because I was in the military during Don't Ask, Don't Tell. I didn't give a shit. I never even thought about it. It wasn't, I mean, you're gay in the military, you're trying to fuck. Like, you're straight in the military, you're trying to fuck. Like, it's whatever.
That's what we do.
But for this one is a little difficult because it's like, I think about it as if I was in during Don't Ask, Don't Tell. Then if they repealed Don't Ask, Don't Tell and I told, and then I got kicked out 4 years later for telling, shit. Like, is that my bad? Or I could have just flew under the radar, or
that's tough.
That's the only thing that bothers me about it, is just like, you said it was okay.
Right. But to me, and then we can continue, but like you're in my opinion, you're comparing apples and oranges. What I mean by that is, I don't think there's a mental illness when it comes to gay. I don't think it's a mental illness. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to trans, I don't hate anybody. Literally, I hate bad people. But I don't hate.
I get it. Yeah.
Right. Like, I don't hate trans people. I don't hate Joe. I don't hate anybody. But that is more, and I think Joe has come pretty darn close to saying, mentally, it's a mental thing, body dysphoria, whatever you call it. Dysmorphia. So like you versus someone like Joe, I think that's like apples to oranges. Like you're not mentally fucked up because you are gay. Whereas if you want to be a different gender, a different sex, there's something going on upstairs. You know what I'm saying? So like, just based on that alone, I get your argument, but like, it's not like the same. Now, that being said, if the government was saying it's cool, and how I look at it is, if you were in and you're not causing any trouble, do I have a problem with trans in the military? No, I not necessarily. But when I do the 100,000 foot view and I zoom out, who are our biggest enemies? Russia, China, Iran, whoever else, Canada. But like, do you think they're not? There's no trans in their military. They don't care about that. They care about being the strongest military that they can be. If that's our biggest enemy, those are our biggest enemies. Why are we like? Why are we? I don't want to say why are we allowing trans in the military, but like, why? I don't think the military is a place for them. Maybe. I think you can
Right,
argue that the military might not be the place for trans people.
Oh, it was an argument that all right, so and you guys are all correct. Like I love these comments. You're arguing trans versus hormones. Surgery in the military is also very different. So are you trans not doing surgery, not doing hormones, or are you but I don't know
Yeah.
how you're I honestly don't know, and that would be a great question that I would love to ask is I don't know what the difference to me if you're trans then you are on hormones and you do want a surgery. If you are just dressing like a girl then what I grew up with and what the definition I know of that is you're a cross dresser or a drag queen, which is also fine, like whatever. But trans was always you were trying to look as much like a girl and be as much like a girl and fit in as much as you possibly could.
Correct.
So let's go. Brianna. I mean, there's people who would say that about gay people, that was the argument very recently that your different argument depends on the times. But
your different argument just depends on the times.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
there's truth to that. Yeah, that's not wrong. I mean, there was a time that folks said that exactly what I was just saying, except the opposite. That like if you're gay, you have mental health issues and blah 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 blah. Like that's true. But again, gay people aren't concerned with changing their bodies, changing their entire existence. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that was based on just pure ignorance that people were saying shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Trans thing, it's way deeper than that. It's like you are basically like, hey, I'm a dude. I don't think I should be. I want to be the other thing. Or I'm a girl. I don't think I should be. I want to be the other thing. You can't chalk that up to anything other than mental health issues. And it's ain't judgment or like I'm not better than.
No,
or
listen,
nothing,
you get like I look. This is always good faith conversations. Like you can have your beliefs and whatever. I personally think that everybody was born into the right body. Also, if you're an adult, I don't care what the fuck you do. Like knock yourself out. How many men are on TRT in the military? Is that banned? Dude, as far as I remember, people got drug tested all the time for everything. I don't know.
When we were, there were a lot of drug tests, but when we were deployed, man, I know several dudes. Like I put on like 30 pounds of muscle, but I on my grave didn't take any band, anything. I was just eating a lot and lifting big ass weights. But I know guys that were openly talking about how they were showing me what they were taking. You know what I mean? Like it was and they went from like how I look now to like double the size, and they weren't getting in any trouble. So I don't know if that's, I don't know. I don't know how that works, but I think like TRT shit like that is different than wanting to change your whole existence.
That was an argument I heard too. That like if you wanted to just give like it was the argument of women transitioning to men. If you wanted to give women and make super soldiers out of women to be in the military and you just gave them TRT, it's like, why wouldn't you give men TRT?
Yeah.
Like if you give a bunch of men TRT, they're going to be fucking super soldiers and they're going to be better than women on TRT.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so like if men are transitioning to women, aren't you taking their muscle mass away? Aren't you taking not all of it, but a bit of it?
Yeah. And that's the thing is that you can measure that that's taking us away from being the strongest fighting force on earth.
That you could
that's where I'm coming from. That's all I'm coming from, because again, our enemies they're not doing what we're trying to do in America, which you could argue is like a good thing. Like I do think diversity, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to say DEI is good, but diversity is cool. I like different cultures. I like diversity. I love being at basic training or wherever I was stationed at, and being with like dudes, black dudes from the South, white dudes from the South, dudes from California, dudes from Northeast America. Like that's cool and all, but like, these other countries ain't worried about like how many of this they have in and allowing sort of this trans ideology to sneak in, because that's not going to help you win a war. Like that, if we want to win a war, why do we care? Like, why would we allow it to go backwards or like our fighting force? It just, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
I've heard all of, or as many possible arguments for both sides as I possibly could have listened to, because that obviously that was a big thing for me during the election, especially when it came to sports and all the other stuff. The military thing, I don't know. Like, I'm in the, if you can, that I don't know. I understand the argument of like, it's so tricky. And
like,
so
I personally feel bad for Joe. People like Joe.
I do.
You were promised, right? And I figured like you were
Joseph,
promised something.
I did start following. I forget her name. You just said it, and now I can't find the comment. But I did start following her. I will reach out to her. I would love to have a conversation with her too.
What was that?
From the Air Force. She's on. I follow her on Glit and things, but her Fran.
Yep. Oh, Colt Bree, Fran. Okay.
Yeah. But I would love to have a conversation about it, because I also too like, or from. Yeah. I would love to have a conversation about it, because I mean, there's so many people that just don't give a shit whether they're in the military or not in the military. Then there are people who do give a shit. But I felt like, for me, in my mind, as long as they're following the rules that the government laid down, and they did those rules, then to have them just all kicked out because they followed the rules that were the rules at the time, that to me feels shitty.
It is shitty
in my mind.
It's like you got to go case by case. You can't just blanket say, hey, anyone who's trans, you're out. There has to be case by case, and maybe that involves spending money, but
I mean, the weird shit I saw on
people.
Instagram where dudes were just like shaking their ass, and like it was rainbow everywhere, and they were throwing glitter in the air, and they were women, but they had beards and shit, and they were on USS Intrepid or whatever the fuck they were on. I have less empathy for you than I do for Joe Ellis, or I do for, you know what I mean? Like,
100%. Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's my bias. I don't know, but yeah.
And that's the thing, is if that's not checked, reined in, whatever, that stuff always spreads. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of stuff. So then you have this, I don't know, percentage of the military that is way more preoccupied on that and being like, I'm a girl, when you're not, instead of like, hey, how can we still be a formidable military? And like that, I'm sorry, the military is just not the place for me, in my humble opinion. Having been someone who served, it's not the place to like push or
for ideology. You're saying the military isn't the place for ideology.
It just isn't. It isn't. We need to be as capable as humanly possible. And if that means that we have to crack down on or whatever, remove certain trans people because they're too caught up in the bullshit and they can't pass PT tests and they can't fire a weapon to save their lives and they're a liability, then that's what we got to do. Like, sorry, that and here's the thing, Garrett, that goes exactly the same for people that I served with that were not trans, that couldn't pass PT tests, that couldn't even shoot marksman at the range. You know what I'm saying? Like, same rules apply. If you are too fat, can't pass me, you can't fire a weapon, I don't want you next to me. And I don't want to have to save you in a battlefield. Like, sorry. So we need to be as strong as possible. Anything that compromises that, it's got to go.
Okay. I mean, I also feel like like the military isn't the place to find out who you are sexually or like what your gender is. Like it's a place to find out who like what's in here and like what you
Dude,
know what I mean? Like it's
so well said. So well
I
said. Because to that vein, it's bigger. It's supposed to be bigger than you. And I remember even like way back basic training, like we finished what we called like Nick at Night. It was this crazy all day ruck march. We finally get to this range, and you got to go through like barbed wire, and everyone's done it, and there's like rounds going over you. And we get to the end, and like the lieutenant commander came and gave us the craziest, most hyped up hoorah speech you'll ever hear. And like, I'm like, dude, I'm a part of something way bigger than me. And that is a beautiful thing. That's what should be embraced, not my sexuality.
Oh, is there a correlation between like whether you believe, and I'll just say it, whether you believe in God or a higher power or whatever, to believing that the military is bigger than you, like what you're joining is bigger than you. It's a brotherhood that's bigger than you. And like if you don't have that, if you don't kind of have that core belief of like there's something in the world that's bigger than you, like you might not be able to buy into what the military actually is.
I think you're onto something. I think
I just thought about that shit right now. I was like, "Ooh,
that's a big thought. That's a good thought. Like, is that would that be like 100% true? No, obviously, and I know that's
probably,
not what
yeah."
you're saying, but
Or you could find it in the military.
you
right?
you could definitely find it. And I think back to guys I served with. I had this one dude from your neck of the woods, Poughkeepsie. I don't know how close that even is.
No,
to
it's
you,
close.
but,
Yeah. No, I know Poughkeepsie. Yeah.
His last name
nice
was
town.
his last name was Drexler. It's Drexler, but how he talked, man, that was the thickest New York accent I ever heard. What's up, my name's Drexler. Anyways, he was very I don't want to say atheist, but more agnostic, like maybe believed in but like whatever, you know what I'm saying? But he was bought in, like he was, it's like one team, one fight at that time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
Kenneth,
I bet if you polled, you probably would see something like that if you polled more members.
Military is a profession of service, which is what's in the Bible, right?
Mm,
Like service.
mm-hmm.
I'll wash your feet, you wash my feet. Like it's not something to join and expect to be catered to. Yeah. And I feel like that's, yeah.
And Joseph's comment right below that, if you come into the military and think you're bigger than the service, you're going to learn a hard lesson fast. And what's ironic is that we know Joseph isn't the biggest fan of religion. He's not the biggest guy on faith, but clearly Joseph,
he knows.
He
gets
it.
Bigger. Yeah.
There's something bigger, so maybe Joseph is a closet Christian. I don't know.
No, I don't. Clock cutter. Any man who thinks he's a woman is engaged in a delusion at a deep psychological level, and worse, he's demanding that everyone accept his delusion. The psychology has no place on a battlefield.
That's it.
That's what you were trying to say.
They're no lesser of a person. They're not. I don't want them in a fucking insane asylum or nothing like that. But there is just a reality, and Clock just, I think, nailed it better than I could have ever said, which is usual. Clock is a very good speaker.
Yeah, he's very articulate for sure.
Whoever you may be,
or he can at least organize his thoughts better than me. But yeah, for me, the demanding everyone accept the delusion is the part for me that I can't do that. The rest of and I'm sure the whole military conversation and the everything conversation is above my pay grade. I just have thoughts and opinions on it. But the one that I stand, the thing that I stand on is you can't tell me what I have to believe. Like that's not a thing. Like it's not.
That is no-go, as they call it.
What's Brianna want to fight about right now? Brianna, what's up, girl? Caring about trans people is a psyop, social contagion to distract from the fact that the economy and the job market is shit and our government officials are bought and paid for it.
I think half of what she said is true. And the half is the economy is has been shit. I think we're seeing stuff turn around. Hopefully, maybe that's just hopeful, wishful thinking. And our government officials are bought and paid for. 100%.
I mean, I believe
agree
that.
with a lot of that. But the first part, I don't think it is a psyop, social contagion to distract. I think it's a real thing, and I think it has severe consequences, and that's why you hear people, I guess, like us or anybody, like talking about it seriously, because it has grave consequences if we don't approach this and life from an objective reality, one where we all, whether you're a person of faith or not, whether you are man, woman, whatever, if we don't approach life with an objective reality, then we slip off into fantasy world, which I think we've been living through for the last 10 years. And we see the consequences of that. And when you don't take mental health, not Bree, I'm not saying you don't, but like if we don't take mental health seriously and people's desire to be a different gender, like that's a major red flag that lets you know immediately something's off. That person needs help, and we need to get them help, not promote their ideology. We can't be like, yeah, be, like, we can live with it, like you said, do what you got to do, but like I'm not going to exist in your reality. Don't demand me to acknowledge you as something you're not. It's just, but there has to be an objective reality.
The thing that I think that liberals did wrong, especially during this election, was discounting how much she thinks it's a psyop to get us to care about what trans people are doing. And it's like, no, it wasn't. Like, I didn't care about what trans people were doing until you started bringing children into it. And I think what they didn't count on was how much I give a shit because I have a child.
Yep. And
because of my life experiences and because my child is like autistic, like I give a fuck. So I feel
having
like
a child
when they
changes
started
everything.
When they started telling us that this shit was a non-issue, it was like your parents telling you, hey, don't go do that. And it was like, no, I'm going to go like, what do you mean? Now I'm going to fucking look into it.
I'm going to do it
tenfold. Like, no, you don't need to look at this. This is a non-issue. Look at this shit. No, well, now I'm going to go look into it. And when I look into it, I find out that it's all ridiculous. And it is actually something. It's not nothing. So, And they completely bombed on that one because we all did. We all gave a shit. And I get it. I'm not even and we voted on like, I don't want our country to go to war. I don't want us. Oh, all right, let's find out. Let's see.
Oh, what happened?
Caller.
Oh, we got a caller.
Hold on, let me see if I can you there? Oh, no. Caller? Scared? Okay, never mind. I tried. Definitely tried. Turn the Bluetooth up.
Your mom, it's almost 6:00 here, Central Standard Time. And I'm sipping on a Celsius because I still have to cook dinner for my 3 wild animals. Oh, we got a caller. They're back.
No, they keep trying. And then they don't. Yo, dude, if you're trying to call, you got to let it ring a couple times, bro. Like I'm only so quick on the phone line. But yeah, so all right. No.
If I wanted you to believe something other than what you see is happening with me, but I didn't want you to believe it, I would tell you some shit too. Hey, don't worry about it. No, I'm good. Like if I'm struggling with alcohol, I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm good, Garrett. Don't worry about me. I'm not worried. I'm not struggling with it. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not drunk at 7 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Like okay, cool. You're good. You're fine. You're fine. Fact is, well, I'm not alcoholic, but like you get my point. Like I would tell you that so that you wouldn't worry. You'd be like, yo, dude's good. He's good to go. Meanwhile, I'm just sloppy all over the place. That's what you do when you tell people, no, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. Yo, dude, we're seeing it, dude. Like each one of us, I bet, has a story, at least a story of how it, we're seeing it. You know what I'm saying? We're personally affected by this shit. So don't tell me that It's don't piss on my leg and tell me it's rain. Like I see it. It's happening.
Everybody's gonna have their own like the things that they care about the most. I'm definitely an anti-war person. I don't want to see us go to war. I don't want to see us get involved in any more shit. I'm definitely, hey, take care of at home first, take care of our veterans, take care of our border, take care of our whatever. But I'm also not going to I don't know what like this government has to take care of and what they have to do and the decisions that they have to make. They have to make 50,000 decisions. All right, I'm gonna give you another shot, dude.
Someone is really trying to get through.
What's up? You there?
Hello.
Oh boy.
Hello.
Hello.
Yep, I'm here.
What's up?
Nothing.
Okay. Nothing.
Who in the world is that possible?
No, here we go.
That was CrossFit. They were finally going to tell us who they were.
That sounded like what was the late night like sexy time shows that they used to have the call-in shows or whatever. It's like something after dark, some shit after dark.
Yeah, man, that was crazy.
That was cool.
Hey, this is funny. Speaking of CrossFit,
caller needed a hand check.
I've been teasing. We're all like, "Who's CrossFit? Who's CrossFit?" And so I'll tell you who. What up, Ortega? I'll tell you who I thought for, and this was just like a split second, and it must have been, man, it was months ago. There must have been some sort of conversation that was happening on the Savant podcast, and then CrossFit had said something, and then people were like speculating who he could be, and based on what he said, and I don't remember exactly what it was, someone came to my head. I'm like, oh, I think so. All these months I've been like teasing, oh, I think CrossFit is this person. And I highly doubt it, but if I'm right, it would be hilarious. And I bet you most people don't even know. If I say the name Dave Tittle, do you know who I'm talking about?
Tittle just makes me laugh, but no, I have no idea what you're talking about.
So Dave Tittle was, maybe still is, I don't know, but he was level 1, maybe even level 2 flow. I don't know if he ever was flow master, but he was definitely a red shirt for a long time. And he just so happened to be, if you remember 2017, when Tia Claire and Cara Saunders were going at it, and that judge messed up and said, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're
you
good.
missed like a whole box. Yeah.
That was Dave Tittle. And that was like the last time that I had heard, oh man, this guy ain't giving up. That was like the last time I had heard of him or from him or about him.
What's up, caller?
Yeah, maybe we just turned the phone off. But all this time, I'm like, maybe it's Dave Tittle, because we haven't heard from him for a minute. And all of a sudden, this guy who has all this knowledge, who knows all this stuff, calls himself CrossFit. Who could it be? And we've ruled out James Hobart. We've ruled out a couple other people. And I'm like, So I don't know. CrossFit, are you Dave Tittle? Highly. Oh, wow. Grant is here.
Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, you're in here with a vengeance, my guy. What's the matter? What's up?
Grant loves me.
How you doing?
Grant loves me.
We love Grant. What's going on, dude? What do you think we're going to, before I wrap this up by showing you some really funny ass shit and asking your opinion on that, do you think we're boots on the ground in Venezuela, or do you think this is all a scare tactic?
Well, one, like you were saying, I hope we're not. I don't want war at all. War is ugly. War is crazy. But that being said, I just don't think. I don't think Trump messes around. For better or for worse, he just doesn't mess around. Do I feel like we probably have someone there? You know what I mean? Some sort of team there. Will we ever see full-blown boots on the ground, full-blown war? God, I hope not. I don't hope. What do you think?
I personally, I have seen, or I feel like I know when Trump is trolling. You know what I mean? Like when he says ridiculous ass shit just to get a rise out of people, or to get like motherfuckers
Walt's
to
is
move.
retarded.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? This doesn't feel like that to me.
Yeah.
So I'm a little like, Oh, is it fins in the water, Meg?
Fins in the water, and then Jonathan, Special Forces, already. That's what I was getting at. There's definitely there's a presence there, but I don't know, man. I hope not. God, I hope not.
Me too.
We don't need that again.
Yeah, hasn't called Medudo Rocket Man. I don't know. We'll see. I'm curious. This one doesn't feel like a troll, so see what's up with it. But to close this very fun, I have to show you this, and I need you to tell me if you think that this is AI. God, I hope it's not AI, because it would just solidify everything.
I hate AI.
Diddy has a prison wife.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean,
look at this right here. Yes.
It wouldn't. Would I put it past him? Absolutely.
Look how happy he looks too, bro. Like he got his man's finally, and he
finally found the his other half. Oh my God.
This might be the best fucking place for him.
Holy crap. Didn't he get roughed up recently in there?
Yeah, he did. But I don't think it was like life threatening, but
oh, okay. I heard something about like he got messed up or some shit or whatever. But man, dude, if that's real,
he might be the happiest.
Good for you, P. Diddy.
Yeah, he might find himself in jail. Like this might be the thing he always needed.
He's never coming out, dude. He's way too happy.
He's like, let me get my hot pockets and my hot pocket and let's go.
Yep, let's go. Oh my God. And if that is AI, that is the greatest.
That is the greatest AI I've ever seen.
AI is scary as hell, man. Oh my God. Have you heard? I sent to our DM chat. I sent a dude. His Instagram handle is Cruise Control, CREWS Control. Have you seen this guy?
And yes, Jonathan, that's exactly how we roll. We have serious conversations, and then we go to prison pussy. Yes, that's what we do.
Puss, Jonathan, quote unquote.
That's exactly.
Puss. Yeah, yeah. That's some major butthole. But
don't let Will Smith see this. Yo.
Damn, CrossFat. Oh, you got some good one-liners, man. Holy shit. I love CrossFat. No, but this dude, Cruise Control, is he has quickly become like one of my favorite personalities, whatever, influencers on the Instagram. He's a black dude that just says it like it is. There's no nonsense. He'll talk about political stuff, and he has this flow. If you listen, if you pull up that video, if you listen, he has.
You sent it to our chat.
I think I did the Instagram DM headlines.
I got you. Yeah. Here you go.
He just has this flow about him where not like quite rapping or nothing, but like
a slide this morning.
This dude's just, I love this guy.
But what I'm going to do is dive a little deeper into it. Now, listen, I don't know who needs to hear this today, but if it's you or somebody you know, send it to them, tag them. But some of y'all got to really stop letting every little microscopic piece of bullshit rent space in your spirit. Every time somebody sneezes wrong, you're over there acting like the universe personally targeted you. If somebody asked me why'd I cut this person off without a word, without saying nothing, it's because they knew exactly what they did. I'm not running customer service for grown-ass adults who make intentional choices and then want to play dumb. There's no evaluation, no closing remarks, no exit interview. Door slam, credits rolling, end of the damn season. Period. Not a single scar on my heart came from somebody that hated me. Not one. Every bruise, every hit, every what the fuck was that moment, all came from folks who swore that they loved me, supported me, and were in my corner. They were in my corner, all right, with their measuring tape out, lining up the perfect angle to stick that knife in. But stop letting shit affect you. Stop reopening doors for people who already burned the house down. They'll do that shit and then have the nerve to ask you why the house is so cold. Stop apologizing for protecting your peace. It's the only damn thing that's keeping you from choking somebody out at a red light. When someone shows you that they're a hazard, don't negotiate. You just don't. You evacuate. These are pure, undisputed, peer-reviewed, Smithsonian certified facts. Not up for debate. No rebuttal, no appeals. You don't need closure. You don't need to talk it out. You don't need to be the bigger person. You are already the bigger person. That's why they thought that they could get away with the bullshit that they brought your way. Protect your peace. Close.
Damn, is that how men have feelings? What the fuck?
I'm telling you, he's just so, and like he'll do political stuff, he'll stuff like that. But I'm like, and I think maybe for me, it's just like
What the fuck is this? What did my wife send to this? What the fuck?
Dude,
my wife sent this in a group chat? I have not. What is this?
Colleen,
babe, you wrong for that. You wrong for that.
Tree icicles are loads of fun.
Wow, babe.
Oh, I love that. That is fantastic. Fantastic.
Kenneth, yes, thank you. I'm aware, Kenneth. That was I just didn't know my wife sent that in a group chat. That's amazing. Fire.
We're not surprised though. We're not surprised.
No, I'm not
Colleen
surprised.
She's a woman of many talents.
Yes, she is. She's very cultured.
Oh, you're terrible, dude.
Mary Jisma. Y'all messed up. Okay.
No, but that cruise control. If you want to just get like motivated, insights on things, laugh, just go through his Instagram because he's refreshing. Because I was gonna say we just live in a lot of BS. You know what I'm saying? Like sugar coated BS kind of. You know, and to get someone like that who's just like, hey, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's he's so fucking refreshing. Just.
All right, last one. This is the one I definitely wanted to ask the men about. Why do you guys do this? I just don't understand who thinks this shit up and why y'all do it. But
am I ready for this?
Probably fucking not. And I'm sorry that I don't know how this got in my algorithm, but somehow it did.
Oh my God.
Why do you guys do this? Why do you make this shit up? This is now a sport, by the way.
Oh my God. What in the Why?
Oh my God.
Whoa, that one was like moving or something.
Whoa.
You know where my brain goes?
Why do y'all make this shit up?
My brain immediately went to these guys, whoever invented this was watching Jackass and was like, let's do that, but not totally crush our nuts like they would in Jackass.
Bro.
Why?
I have no idea. I'm guessing the goal is to get as high up on that bitch as you can. But like,
why is there so many people watching this too? Like,
why
what is this called?
I don't know. And also, of course it's in India, but why are you wearing like, how many splinters are you getting in places that you don't want splinters?
They got cornermen that like pull the splinters out of your ass after you're done. All right, come over here. Oh my God, bro.
I need to see this in the CrossFit Games. I just want to see.
Oh my God. Can you imagine that? Event number 2 is you have to front flip and land your asshole on a big piece of wood. Yeah?
Yo, who is the one?
That's crazy. I can't stop watching.
Something Anderson. What was his name? He was great at like gymnastics, everything, and could also lift a lot too. He was a little dude.
Cody?
He won like Cody. Could you imagine him doing that shit? I bet you he would be able to just sit on the top of it. I don't even think that he would like. It'd be amazing. This is for the WFP. That's fair. Okay.
Oh my God.
That was insane, bro.
Someone showed me the other day, and I thought, man, this is so ridiculous. Why did people do this shit? 2 things they showed me. One was like, I think it was women. Yeah, it was like women fighting in cars. Like they're in a car. And have you seen it, like,
I've seen that. Yep.
I'm like, okay, why do we do this? And then someone showed me, maybe you've seen this one. We thought slap fighting is stupid or crazy or whatever. I think it's stupid. But like these dudes are 50 feet apart. No, seatbelt UFC. Jonathan.
I agree with you, Kenneth.
On.
I agree.
They're like 50 feet apart, no pads on, full speed ahead, collision. Like whoever survives wins. And I mean, it's like slap fight. You're watching dudes fall, UFC knocked out. Like this looks horrible. Like dudes are like falling over, and you're like, he actually might be dead. No, dude, Jonathan, not rugby, bro. I'm telling you, like, it's rugby. You don't see that kind of shit because they know how to tackle. Like these dudes don't have pads on, but like they tackle correctly. That's why you don't see too many injuries. I mean, it's just like if you're watching NFL, two dudes running at each other, no pads, game over. Oh my God.
They already have that. They're doing that already. I showed that shit the other night. It was insane. They're dumb at. Yeah, I showed that the other night.
Is that where I saw it? You talking about the no padded football dudes running at each other?
We showed that the other night. That's where I saw it. Yeah, I think on Sevon's or some shit. I don't know which podcast. I think it's Sevon's podcast. But like, yeah, we showed that shit the other night. Like, what are we doing? And then this, I need you and Dylan. I need you guys to break this down on a podcast one day. Because
oh my God, if this is what I think it is, it's incredible.
I was confused.
Yeah.
What's the triangle? Okay, what's the triangle? Yes, bring the. Okay, what's the triangle? The top leg, Eddie. The top leg. Fall on the head. Fall on his head. Stop!
You put him in a triangle upside down, right? Like, is that what I just saw?
That is, first of all, that's next level jiu-jitsu. To have the awareness to be upside down like that and put someone in triangle. That's next level jiu-jitsu. That guy's probably a black belt 100 times over. Second, the dude in that getting triangle, bro, was that your first fight ever? Like, I'm not like master jiu-jitsu. I'm not master fighter. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to claim that. But, bro, there are way too many ways to get out of that than there are to get into it. I mean, in infinite things you could have done to not be in that position. And you got triangled standing on your feet. Like,
that was insane.
That's next level.
That was cool.
Man. Yeah, we're going to, speaking of Dylan, we're going to go live tomorrow at 4 Central, preview the UFC coming up. And then I think we're going to do, I got to talk to Dylan, top 5 fights of the year, talk about that. And I know we're MMA, specific, but like, we want more people to watch, obviously. So like, we might talk about some other
about
shit.
Venezuela, because obviously we didn't keep that going long enough.
Yeah.
Finish that conversation.
There's other things to talk about other than MMA, and we want to keep people entertained and whatever. But like, we're realizing maybe just MMA isn't necessarily the way to go. Because if you look in the world of MMA, there's some really good dudes out there that, I mean, like really MMA guru is one dude. I mean, he's got hundreds of thousands of followers, and he's just a scrubby British looking dude. Or British scrubby looking dude that just
just keep talking about it. That's all it is. Just keep talking.
We're going to, but like, we want to sprinkle in other stuff. You know what I mean? We want to entertain everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, are you reading Katie L's comment?
I was. I'm not even gonna lie. Crap.
Damn, Katie L.
Missed it.
Man.
All right, y'all. Thanks for always hanging out with us. Thanks for the commentary. Jeremy, mostly thank you for being willing to come on and have some really tough conversations. I didn't even get into the race card yet, but we'll get to that next time we hang out. Because I definitely had some questions about that too. Just because we both come from kind of the same sort of thing, but with different end results.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely want to I definitely want to get to have those conversations next time. Thank you, Colleen, for jumping in and taking over the podcast and being the boss that you are. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us. Sam Briggs so far on Sunday. And then
That's so awesome.
I think we might be doing a Dense podcast on Sunday. I have to text her, but yeah. So
do you have anything between today and Sunday?
Maybe we have to make sure it's solidly confirmed, but no matter what, we'll be back on probably on Thursday, with or without a guest, but we'll be back on Thursday. Your podcast is tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow 4 Central Standard.
Oh, cool. Good. Oh, good. I can work and watch at the same time. Good shit.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, I should do a members only, huh? I haven't done one of those in a minute. Yeah, you're right.
A couple weeks.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. Yeah, I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. All right, y'all. Kenneth.
I was hoping you just skim over and just Katie, I'm telling you, he's been on a tear lately. Oh, KDL.
Kenneth. KDL. My man. My main man. My day one, A1 steak sauce. It's not me, bro. You got to stop putting it in my chat. It's not me. So you can put it in some other chats because I'm not the problem. I'm not the one.
It ain't me, babe.
It wasn't me. Did you see Shaggy?
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
But y'all have a great night. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Deuces.
Love you guys.